for encheye na the International Youth Day omutimi ediye na Ghana because ye can wiase hunti no yen so ye celebrate sada no na during that day Ghana yen former president in a message to commemorate the International Youth Day or day in Sembi Kogu ne Facebook page na in someone or tro hono mamenken kan be emma was it NDC administration will work urgently to equip our youth with the entrepreneurial knowledge and skills needed for a sustainable future, he said in a Facebook post. According to him, a 24-hour economy with incentives and tax breaks for manufacturers will be introduced under the new NDC government. But then, before that one, the cost of living has left many young people feeling hopeless with no opportunities in sight. Also, we will work to ease the burden of taxes imposed by this NPP administration on Ghanaian business and investors, which has robbed Ghana of its envious position as one of Africa's leading destinations for investment. We will maximize the potential agricultural and agribusiness and provide critical social and IT infrastructure to stimulate the economic growth. Our policies priorities will imbue our young people with the knowledge, abilities, values, and attitudes needed to live in, develop, and support a sustainable and resource-efficient society. The critical green skills our youth need to advance a sustainable world. Nti said ye and I said someone John Dramani Mahama cultural on the Facebook post no the Facebook post no and also on our International Youth Day I celebrate the creativity, enterprise and passion of Ghana's youth. I want to use this occasion to highlight some importance of our youth people as the driving force to positive change and innovation. Our youth have been a key agent of the change and development throughout the nation's history. To ensure a brighter future, we must empower our generation of skilled youth, create decent jobs, and support the youth to transform our country, Africa, and the world. Rising unemployment, increasing cost of living, and lack of opportunities have left many young people feeling hopeless and testing their sense and patriotism to the limit. For me, that's John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. We are committed to urgently turning this situation around by paving the way for nurturing a generation of skilled youth. As a new NDC administration, we work urgently to equip our youth with the entrepreneurial knowledge and skills needed for a sustainable future. We will introduce a 24-hour economy with incentives and tax breaks for manufacturers who will run extra shifts to create more room for employment. We will work to ease the burden of taxes imposed by this NPP administration on Ghanaian businesses and investors, which has robbed Ghana of its envious position as one of Africa's leading destinations for investment. We will maximize the potential of agriculture and agribusiness and provide critical social and IT infrastructure to stimulate economic growth. Our policy priorities will imbue our young people with the knowledge, abilities, values, and attitudes needed to live in, develop, and support a sustainable, resource-efficient society. The critical green skills our youth need to advance a sustainable world. People matter, and by working together, we will build Ghana, the Ghana we want, and put the smiles back on the faces of our young people. Happy International Youth Day. The Facebook post of His Excellency the former President John Dramani Mahama. Now after said or this answer no ekogu the Facebook page so and Ghana for be ever react quickly because John Dramani Mahama there if he speaks and it's not about propaganda na say ansem no onyanka say enye propaganda pa na obeye pa dia na say nsem no dia oka enya dia say ebeye this time wakasa de afa Ghana economy no ho concerning the youth day na ochire say sabre say the new mu ase den o hwe the cost of living ekosra ne sa the standard of living eno eba for just new mu ya na den but then say Ghana for betimi atro ba de ama omo NDC government na ya de say betimi abetene things around but then with that no Ghana for bi a kire o madwene the afan we say if Ghanaians today want their children to have a better future, all NDC and NPP supporters should pour out into the street demonstration demanding unconstitutional changes so that corruption is no longer avoidance. We say Ghana is in a prison of corruption. Akufo-Addo is a disgrace and terrible president, but then the answer is not Mahama. Remember, Mahama wants to return license back to the banks so that when looting is in progress, we meaning the person, but then all the same, no, or say, and John Dramani Mahama and always expecting yourself, obeying about back to be the next president. We say you are an imbecile. Also during which regime was the Unemployed Graduate Association created? How many factories did your evil party and this set up? Be sensible when so you can John Dramani Mahama. Another one says you are making fun of us because there is no other political party apart from this NPP and NDC. This democratic government system is not good for Africa. It will soon end, trust me, into when so they are all kind of horse. So let's hear it from the toy. I remember when this toy said he is not a magician to conjure jobs into the country. Should we now call him magician Mahama? Enti we so dey aka dey akire no or say time na John Dramani Mahama ewo into power during his tenure in office time Ghana for every juma ye John Dramani Mahama gina ka say ono onye magician na wa create nyuma dey ama youth no this time yem fe no magician ana so say nyen din bai ana yem fama no John Dramani Mahama we so dey aka dey akire no or say no matter what the living conditions may be today, NPP is still the best political party in Ghana. Their hard work for Ghana is the best in the past 6 years in power and is clearly out there to see with your physical eyes. Into when so they are all come. And also, please, is this statement coming out from Mahama's mouth? I don't think he said this out from a clear mind. The king of unemployment president. So far, the reactions from Ghanaians are directed to say John Dramani Mahama there, and now they say Omuhian PM de Biada. Even if says the NPP more Muhumodia for John Dramani Mahama, so back to be the next president there, and now they say Betimiatina ho, ama Timia Koso de Biada. Into her and someone and Kofoki can always say Mahama, you are not serious, you are a joker. You think we are forgetting your time, your tenure. That's what he's saying. And to win so the outcome, see this mosquito really knows a lot about malaria. And Tesenkofua kasapa papa, but then ni ne muni trese John Dramani Mahama de omo inhia ni biem de biada NPP yen totoye they are call omo premise a super delegate conference and again omo main premise because on 4th November into omo wie nese omo parliamentary elections on February date ni the omo nyamfa emma but in the month is February into omo wie nese the etwen no 2024 December the final day I know you better by the next president after say His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo ni 2 times in office I was spending in ano what me a day upon a year. Why now so say I was here to about the man by the next president is the candidate among NPP or the candidate is among NDC. Mami who adwin kyerɛ comment section so yɛhwɛ ne mu sɛ update fufu bi abɛka yɛn sɛ na yɛbɛhwɛ na emu nkyerɛ mu yɛtimi de abɛsom mo.